Hey guys, Brix back with another LEGO Transformer tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to make my awesome Targetmasters that you've seen with who is it? Misfire. I did who's the other guy? The two blue plane guys. I forgot their names already. It's so horrible. I know one of them was Trigger Happy and the other one's something with an S. I forgot. But I got 3 more Targetmaster Autobots on the way. Actually 4, including my version 3 Blur. So I wanted to do a quick tutorial to show you guys how to build these guys. I'm even considering doing like converting them into like headmasters also, because they have lots of articulation, lots. So just as you can see here, I kind of forget which one this is. It probably belongs to the one I can't name. But as you can see, it has tons of articulation. The body is on this little Travis brick right here. It has a little clip to where we could rotate for the shoulder. It has a little elbow there. You can kind of stretch the arm out. Arm could go up and down, 360 and all that stuff. We got a 1x1 round brick as the head. And then you have camera that won't focus a little bit. There you go. You can put another plate as the top to kind of tell which way he's looking. He can hold his gun, which doubles as the handle for the actual Transformer himself. You have a little T-joint for the hips, and his leg fell off, and that's fine. So without the backpack of the gun, I want to rotate that around. If anything, if you want to like get him in some cool dynamic poses like that, and it can help extend the hips down a little bit if you bring it down. Oh, that fell. So for the legs, of course, you have full swing back and forth, and then you have a little knee joint right there, and you can even do a double knee joint to have the leg all the way on its back. So yeah, these little guys are very flexible and very articulated. So I'm going to show you how to build these guys if you can't already see by the pieces here. So first thing you want to need is Travis brick, and then we're going to find us a little T-joint right there, plug it in on the top of the Travis brick so that the anti-stud is on the top. You got the studs all around. Next thing you want to do is, I guess, you can use any color 1x1 round for the face, depending on the character that you're building, or to match the Transformer that you're doing if it's custom. And get a nice little 1x1 typical plate right there. For the legs, you're just going to get 2 of these pieces and put them together like this. And ideally, with this, you want to do the one that's kind of on the inside. You want to like that, so that the outside, well, that the one pointing down is on the outside, the one pointing up is on the inside. So, got the second one like that real quick. And then you get some of these guys. These pieces are awesome. I'm doing it in gold just so you could see, how they look a lot easier. And then you clip one on each end right there, like so. Now what I like to do for stability is add some little cheese slopes as the feet. So it looks like that. And then maybe another 1x1 plate on the back for like heel spur in case, because we'll get back heavy. So let's do the other one real quick. And the other cheese slope. And having these is kind of cool too, because say if you have them, like some people will do like illegal techniques and bend the clip out just a little bit more so you can have like an A stance. And if you do that, then you could take this part and tilt it for like an ankle tilt. So that's kind of cool. You could do that with the back as well. But you just gotta be careful because putting that type of stress on the clip may or may not break it depending on how old your pieces are. So just if you're gonna, take pictures and everything, just be very careful and try not to have them in that stance for a long time. The next thing you're gonna do is take some of these clip pieces right here. I actually feel like I got another one somewhere, but oh, that's one I have. All right. Put one on one side. I kind of like these, the little C-shaped clips, a lot more than the more full clips like that, because these seem to be a little more not as tight, because you put two of these on a bar and it's not moving. Like you'll have a hard time with that, but with this it gives me the kind of flexibility that I like. So we get some more of these, clip them in. See, this is way stronger. You heard that click on this side? Way stronger. Then you get some of these guys right here and put them on the outside like that, on top of that one with the bar. You put it on the bottom, it just kind of makes things look a little wonky. So, and there you have it. Here's your base your base for the Targetmaster. So with this, I like to leave the center peg right there open so that when he's not holding his weapon, then you can kind of just like leave it plugged in right there for storage. And that's pretty cool. Otherwise, in most modes, when it's time for the transformer to hold him, you're going to take that end right there and plug it in right there. And that way it leaves the handle long enough for the transformer to grab. So some people have like really thick forearms on their transformers. This is like my average size forearm right here. I'll do a plate to color it up, and then have that little clip with the stud, and then another plate to secure it all. So this is about a brick and a plate tall for a forearm. So that's plenty of space right here for him to be able to grab onto the handle. So other than that, now we're going to get into the different style backpacks. So this guy right here, this is the Targetmaster that's going to go to my version 3 blur. So he pretty much stands just like this guy, but his backpack is rather simple. All it is just a headlight brick with that same little mini gun piece, and 3 of these 1x1 round bricks right there. So this is how it will look when it's all folded up, and then it gets held like this. Pretty cool. And his head, being an anti-stud, kind of acts like a second barrel or maybe a scope or something like that. But as you can see, it's not that thick at all, and it looks perfect for a deluxe class figure. So we'll bring Misfire back in here without breaking this guy into 1,000 pieces. I'll just clip that in. There you go. And the deluxe class holds it just fine, as you can see here. Let me try to zoom out a bit and then focus. There you go. So you can see that it's not too big for a deluxe class at all. So I want to thank Misfire for their contributions to the video. Other styles that you could do, I think this guy also uses the headlight brick. So it's all depending on where you have it plugged in at. That kind of, helps it be a little more unique. You could have it plugged in on the back on that anti-stud right there. You could have it on the back to make it a little tighter and be able to rotate. But just a rule of thumb for these guys, from the connection point, you only want to build maybe about 3 bricks out. So if you do decide, this one's really tight. If you do decide to rotate it around, like so, to kind of hide the barrel in robot mode, then as you can see, those 3 bricks will reach like nearly to the floor or where the bottom of the feet are. So you don't really want to go beyond 3 bricks from the connection point. So if you got our little base mold right here, you have the connection point, which will be this angular plate, like that. 3 brick long barrels, and then you could put that little, I don't know what they call that, like a micro stud or something. See if I can get the focus on that, but you know what the point I'm pointing at. And then you'll stick that right there in that port, so it's nice and centered, like so. And as you can see, it reaches right at the bottom of the feet. So regardless of where the connection point is, you only want to build about three bricks down. And then when you put them in gun mode, you just rotate it around. And then you can fold up his feet, similar to this guy. And then you have the gun sticking out of his chest right here. And then that will be like that type of connection right there. So besides that, you have these right here. I know these came on the pick-a-brick wall. They've been there for months now, and I have no idea what they thought we were going to do with them, but it's a really cool color just to kind of make it a little more unique. And you could do the same right there if you wanted like a shorter barrel type of gun. Kind of has like a onslaught Bruticus type of look right there. Looks pretty cool. This is a little more complicated that I thought I'd show off. So this might be, well, this is also about 3 bricks long from the connection point. Maybe a little longer, but we'll see. But just to be able to use different parts and stuff like that, you have the upper angular plate, one of these 1x2s with the bar right there, and then a clip. So you could just connect that onto that part. And if you don't want to do the whole rotating thing, then you could just flip it out. Oopsie. Flip it out this way, and it's a little easier than having to rotate it on that stud. So that's pretty cool. And then you have an option of also using another T-joint and then just plugging it in on his back right there, paired with some of these robot arms. These little robot clips right there. So that way you could just flip them out and you could do a double barrel flip out like that. So that's pretty cool as well. And then once again, just 3 bricks, and it stops right above the bottom of his feet. So stand them up a little bit more. So you could also do some of these where you get like a jumper plate. If you wanted just to do a single barrel, then you just put a jumper plate and put the single barrel. But if you put too much on here, then you gotta take one of the bricks out because then it'll be a little too long. You know what I'm saying? So that is it pretty much for the tutorial. I want you guys to be able to use these techniques to pimp out your own Targetmasters and pair them with some cool deluxe scale transformers. You could put them with any scale really, just as long as they're not, you know, closer to these guys. You know, you want them to be at least deluxe scale or bigger. And you know, they'll probably even be small enough to fit or ride inside of one of them. So maybe later on I'll try to convert them into headmasters. Oh, just as a size comparison if you haven't seen it already. Here's one of the Targetmasters next to Lego minifig. So he's literally only maybe a plate or 2 taller than a minifig and way more articulated. So that's pretty cool. So I just wanted to do this tutorial real quick so that you guys could start building your own Targetmasters. I got the next 3 Autobot Targetmasters coming out really soon. Also, make sure you guys are following me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, so that way you get to, you know, get a glimpse of what I'm building before it hits videos. We also do have a Lego Transformer group on Facebook. Check it out. There's a lot of cool tips and tricks in there that'll teach you how to build Transformers. And yeah, so I will see you guys next time. Peace.